Introducing the all-new Corolla.
Acting Speaker Senator Rory Respicio delivered the Speaker's weekly address today, charging the Calvo administration with what he called a lack of transparency.
Their tales of transparency are really nothing more than political rhetoric. In reality, our government is shrouded in dark secrecy like no other time before in the history of our island.
Is that language justified?
Well, absolutely. The things I'm saying is justified, and the governor can claim that he's getting awards from these national organizations about being transparent. Certainly, he's just releasing the information he wants released.
The administration was quick to counter the address, releasing a statement of its own this morning saying that Respicio's claims are baseless, have no merit, and are not backed up by any facts. Transparency is a cornerstone value of the Calvo Tenorio administration, said the release. Phil Leon Guerrero is an administration spokesman.
If there is a dark cloud that the island may feel is being held around transparency, I would suggest that perhaps that cloud hangs over the legislature.
Leon Guerrero referred to what he called the habit of the Democratic-controlled legislature of introducing bills without a public hearing.
We see that there are a number of bills that are introduced and passed on the very same day without the benefit of a public hearing. There are a number of substantive amendments that are made onto bills that change the bill at its very core that get passed without a public hearing.
In his address, Senator Respicio announced that he has proposed a 12-member Legislative Freedom of Information Advisory Council, a council which he says will help ensure compliance with Freedom of Information Act requests. Why is it necessary?
It's, well, we've seen, I mean, you yourself, Pacific News Center, has constantly had to ask the administration to provide a listing of which agency directors are going to get a salary increase. And so when they issued the listing, it was only at a 50% increase level, whereas the governor's plan...
You mean the figures they gave to us were only 50%?
It was, and that's kind of what concerned me, is it made it look like those increases were 5,000, where actually it was 10,000.
We were very transparent that the directors and the rest of the government workforce would only be getting 50% of their scheduled raise. We were asked by Pacific News Center, PNC News, what those figures would be and what the raises they received were. It took us a little bit to get to it, and of course, you know, there's always room for improvement. But at the end of the day, we gave the information that was requested in the form that it was requested, and it wasn't a secret that what we were releasing were the 50% figures, because that's what was implemented.
Senator Respicio says he expects that the Legislative Freedom of Information Advisory Council will be up and running within a month. Kevin Kerrigan, PNC News.